So not very long. I came here as a model back in the day and ended up leaving modeling to become a freelance writer. So I was a features editor of a beauty website. So if you look back, you can still find some of my old beauty work, and ended up becoming an instructor, overlapped for about 6 or so months, and then went training full time. That's actually a long time ago. So I was 14 when I started, and I never wanted to. It was just never an option because I'm from a smaller town. And then someone actually found me because her daughter was in the year before me. And she asked me if I wanted to become a model, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Could be fun, cute magazines, why not? And then within a month of signing a contract in Kansas City, there was an agency out of New York that found me, took me over there, and I started living in New York from the age of 15. So I would go out there for 3 months at a time without my parents during the summer holidays, fly back, and then during fashion weeks, because I was luckily tall enough that I could go for fashion week, which is actually like a month, and fly out, come back, fly out, come back. So by the end of high school, I was actually out of school more than I was in school, but it was an incredible opportunity that I would do a million times over again. I definitely switched out of modeling because I knew that I wasn't feeling like it was myself. So I never felt like Molly is the person, I felt like Molly is the model. And I don't think I ever felt as powerful as I do now. I got a little tired of not being able to have an opinion, about not being able to help others in the way that I wanted to help others. And looking back on it now, saying this now, I reckon I became a writer to voice my opinions that I had kind of collected throughout the years of not being able to say anything. And then fell into training and just loved the impact that I immediately had on someone, being able to have that interaction with them face to face every single day.
Do you ever miss modeling?
Not at all. As bad as that sounds. They actually approached me. So I was really lucky to have taught someone and their daughter within the company, and then they recommended me for the trainer search because I'd been training people for maybe 3 months by that point. Like, that was the absolute maximum. And so I auditioned and just jumped right in. I was lucky enough to get chosen for the founding instructors round and slotted right in. Yeah, got really lucky. The people. So it's so funny because in the modeling world, back when I was doing it, it was almost cool not to care, and that's not me. I reckon I care too much, which is a good thing in this industry. You care about people, you care about interactions that you have with everybody, and you care about the image that you want to put out there into the world. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, because there are even so many studies that prove this, that the more pressure you put on yourself, the more likely you are to shut down. And I think that we just already put so much pressure on ourselves anyway with our daily lives and our jobs, that fitness should be fun. Fitness and health should be a privilege and a right to have. So don't stress about the small stuff would be my #1 thing. And I think that we always expect ourselves to be perfect, but what's perfect? There's no perfect diet. And that's proven. There is not a perfect diet. So you want that balance between being physically and mentally healthy. Break things up into smaller tasks is a huge one. So I know a lot of people, especially with my running clients, they're like, I'm gonna run a marathon. I'm like, cool, let's work on a 5K first. Let's break this up into smaller chunks. And then find something that you actually like doing. You don't have to like CrossFit. You don't have to like Pilates, and that's okay. I've had moments in my class where I've seen people there because they think that they need to be there, rather than being there because they genuinely enjoy that sort of exercise. So that's a huge thing. If you don't, and even with food, if you don't like kale, have some broccoli. If you don't like Pilates, go do yoga. There's this wide array of things that you can do. Don't feel like you have to do one thing. I mean, eat your vegetables and sweat a few times a week, but those are your parameters there, so have at it.